The wind remembers everything. It remembers the first song sung beneath the stars and the last whisper spoken before dawn. It has crossed the seas, climbed the mountains, and passed through the hair of queens and the hands of beggars alike. And in Middle-earth, there was once an elf who listened to the wind as if it were her own heartbeat. Her name was Noorah. Noorah was not born restless, yet restlessness found her early. While other elves of Lothlórien sang beneath the trees and wove light into memory, Noorah walked alone along the borders of the world. She listened to the wind, not for comfort, but for answers. It whispered of lands unseen and paths untaken. The elders said she was gifted. The warriors said she was dangerous. And the wind said nothing at all, only called her forward. In the hall of white stone, beneath carvings older than sorrow, the prophecy was spoken, not shouted, not sung, whispered, so softly that only the wind dared to carry it. When the breath of the world chooses a heart, that heart shall be torn between love and forever. To save what was, one must lose what could be. Noorah stood unmoving as the words settled into her bones. She did not ask what it meant. She already felt it. If this story has already stirred something in your heart, leave a rose in the comments, so I know the wind carried you here. War did not arrive with fire. It arrived with silence. Birds fled, rivers slowed. The wind changed its direction, as if afraid of what lay ahead. From the east came shadows, old hatred wearing new armor. Noorah took up her blade not for glory, but because the wind would not let her rest. His name was Eärendil. He was human, and therefore temporary, like a flame that burns brighter because it knows it will fade. Where Noorah listened, Eärendil watched. Where she followed whispers, he trusted what stood before him. They met at the edge of a ruined watchtower, both drawn there by different fears. They did not speak of love. Love grows best in silence. Instead, they shared glances across campfires and quiet moments before battle. Eärendil learned when not to speak. Noorah learned how loud a heartbeat can be. The wind circled them both, restless. Elves do not fear death. They fear staying. Noorah knew what loving a mortal meant. She had seen it before. Immortal hearts fractured by time. Yet every time Eärendil smiled, the prophecy grew heavier. If Noorah's struggle feels familiar, if you've ever loved knowing the ending would hurt, subscribe for more tales of love and destiny from Middle-earth. The battle broke the world open. Steel rang like thunder. Arrows darkened the sky. And in the chaos, the wind howled. Not in warning, but in grief. Noorah fought like a storm given form. Eärendil fought like a man who had already lost something precious. Eärendil fell. Not dramatically, not slowly, just suddenly, like a candle snuffed by careless breath. Noorah reached him as the world narrowed to a single sound. The wind, screaming her name. The wind offered her a choice. Not salvation, not mercy, a crossing. To bind Eärendil to the undying, she would have to release the wind forever. To let the world breathe, she would have to let him go. Noorah kissed Eärendil's brow and chose the world. The wind screamed once more, then passed through her, leaving silence in its wake. Eärendil lived, but the wind never spoke to Noorah again. Years passed, kingdoms healed, songs were written. And sometimes, in the far west, the wind still slows near the forests of Middle-earth, as if remembering the elf who loved it enough to let it go. If this story stayed with you, if it made you feel something you couldn't explain, leave a rose below and walk with me again. More stories of love, loss, and light await.